Well, oh, there's another one. Look at them. I guess that's how there's more rabbits. Actually, those guys both look little. It's part of living out in the country. Yep. And I should probably wait for Dad because I'm getting a little carried away. And it's all ready. Just need another hand. I better go give him a call, see where he's at. You know what? 1995. This one's a set road. Top boss, slow travel. Oh yes. 90 kilometers an hour. There's a peak. Hey guys, Mike here. It's after work one afternoon. Actually, it's not afternoon, it's evening, early evening. Dad's over, we're gonna try jacking up the front end to get this sucker off this deck. One way or another, slow and steady. We're not entirely sure how we're gonna do it yet.
Well, I know how I do it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's the way it's gonna go.
Which, pull the fuel tanks off.
Yeah.
Or do you just put a board under them and skid it?
No, because the reason that I think you should pull them off is that way they won't get screwed up. There's 1,000 other ways you can do it, and it could very easily screw up a fuel tank. But it's your call.
Or do we do like I talked about and just set the frame on, tail frame on the deck of that truck, and
then you got to get it off that truck. You know, there's a 966 advertised in Marketplace for $25,000.
that would be handy.
Well, it'd probably be like my backhoe and just have no brakes either. So.
Now the biggest thing is just getting the front tires on it, and then I want to move the truck ahead.
That jack under, and then I can go on the other side with the little jack. Yeah.
could order parts from Australia. Well, the thing is, I think some parts you can actually still get from here. It's the next day. Well, actually, it's a couple days later. But we got the front tires on. And we've been contemplating pulling the tanks off to pull them off. And it's kind of a big job. Tried pulling these straps off. And of course, these black nuts on stainless straps does not want to come undone. So I said, you know what? That's a lot of work to pull fuel tanks off when they don't really need to come off. I mean, we could move them up on the frame, but right now that's not really a priority. So if we can leave them, it's best. So Dad brought over his backhoe. So we've got the backhoe. We're gonna set it up where we lift it with the backhoe and basically let the winch control it down off. Because the backhoe has no brakes. And it's one of those things, once it starts rolling, it goes fairly quick. So we don't want it to go that quick. So I can hook the winch up to the frame, and the plan is to lift it up, let the winch out, and have the backhoe just put pressure enough pulling it backwards so that it goes nice and slow. So I'm just waiting for Dad to get here, and I'm gonna hook up the winch, and I wanna put it between the bays, back far enough so I can tip the cab forward, and I wanna wash it, see what we got, and yeah, it's a beautiful day now all of a sudden. It was cold and cloudy this morning. Now the sun's out and it's, yeah, maybe spring's finally here. So anyways, I'm gonna get the winch set up and yeah, hopefully it doesn't too much longer. over the place here. Check this out. See the little fella? Hi! Normally our cat would eat them, but we don't have an outside cat anymore. So now the rabbits are taking over. It's kind of cool. Little fella. Well, oh, there's another one. Look at them. I guess that's how there's more rabbits. Actually, those guys both look little. It's part of living out in the country. Yep. And I should probably wait for Dad because I'm getting a little carried away. And it's all ready. Just need another hand. I better go give him a call, see where he's at. All right, Dad's here. coming off?
No.
So we got her off. We're pulling the deck plate off. We got the airlines off here. This is actually kind of cool. But you know what? This thing doesn't look bad at all. I'm filling it up with air. So I took a line off the air dryer to air it up, because these bags actually look good. So I want to air it up and see. And yeah, you know, there is some rust jacking, but I think I can scrape that out. But I'm gonna air it up, see if it airs up. So I got a line into the air dryer. And I gotta put the jack back on, which I think was right here. So we'll do that, and then we can jack the cab forward. And here's a closer look. She's a little ugly, but if you see, there's where I scraped the fiberglass a bit. So it looks like there is some decent stuff in there. And you know, the cab, there are some decent cab panels, albeit it's a little smoky in here, but they're not terrible. Of course, we got the corrosion here, which is normal, but step plates don't show a lot of they don't show a lot of use, so that's probably good. Maybe it's only because the odometer showing 200,000, so maybe it's only got 1.2 on it. But anyways, let's see if these airbags are going to air up. Okay, we've got the deck plate off. Doesn't actually look too bad, you know that? Other than, you know, a little bit of dirt, a little bit of rust. Frame brackets don't look too bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Oh, I know. I was thinking you should take that elbow and turn it around so the water don't get in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pull it right off.
Well, I just turn it over for now.
Okay.
I'll go get a screwdriver.
I'll take those lights off, and I'm gonna get a light and show you guys what it looks like on the inside, but I think we need to go in with a light. Okay, let's crawl in. It's got a Peterbilt seat, and you can see, well, let's get in here. This light is not there we go. Okay, so you can see there's melted plastic there. The dash is covered in soot. It's got these little switch thingies. So it's really weird because it's like I don't know, it was probably humid in here and they corroded. There's a bit of rust. There's the Pro Heat doohickey. Oh yeah, that's, you know, up here doesn't look terrible. More moisture damage. Steering wheel looks less than desirable. 200, 6,000 K. I aired it up, so it's still got 70 pounds of air. Gauges actually look pretty good, other than these things. If I pull that off, and you know, lots and lots of cleanup. But if we look up top, you can see where all that stuff is melted in the closet, and the headliner. So all that's got to come out. All the insulation's got to come out. Oh, the plastics are warped. But yeah, it's interesting because on the ceiling, that's basically, looks like it's, you know, down here looks actually good, like it might even be savable in spots, but up there it's yeah, it's you know, it looks like there's a spot right there, but yeah, still all together anyways, and you can see the heat on that other piece, and those switches for the heater are still good. But yeah, so clearly a lot of work. The heat from the smoke, it basically just all has to come out. That's all there is to it. But if you look in there, you can kind of see the fiberglass looks okay. So so what do you think, guys? Big project. Can we do it? Oh yeah. Bunch of garbage, inverter, some tools. Just fire damage. It's the intake pipe. I should take that out of here. But curtains. Curtain must have been closed when this happened. Here's the zip for it. Huh. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go back outside. That's yeah. There's a lot of work here. But the dash, you know what? I think the dash and stuff just needs to be cleaned up. You know, when you look at that. Although there's that's broken there. Work. Look at that. You just released the brakes. Wipers work. Ah! Look at that! How about the passenger side? That's electric. So, you know, that makes me happy. Even though, oh, let's just get out. I'm gonna roll up the window because I want to wash it. So you know what, guys, even though the damage in the sleeper is significant, the fact that the air wipers work and the brakes work, like, really all we have to do is get this engine running, and it could be a driver. I know it's crazy because it's got a burnt roof, but the frame is in good shape. Yeah, there's some rust jacking back here, but the airbags they had air in them. And then I was mucking with the leveling valve, and I broke an airline. Used. Oh yeah, I wonder if I could get warranty on that.
I somehow doubt it.
You know, that seems to be everybody's MO.
Here, you could say, but
oh yeah, oh yeah. We should just take the other one off and throw it away too, because it's.
Why?
Well, it doesn't match.
Yeah, so.
Although it's nice at that. We kind of made some ruts in my yard too. That's a bummer. I'm gonna have to smooth those out before they dry out because they're gonna be here forever. Clay, gotta love clay. But yeah, so I broke this airline because it's brittle, but there were air in the bags. So, but I'm not gonna fiddle with that right now because I want to wash the cab and maybe try take the extenders off and see if we can't tarp it or button it up so that it doesn't fill up with water. Well, I mean, let's face it, even if it does leak, who cares, because the interior's toast. And then maybe tomorrow we can rip the interior out. But anyways, I better keep working.
Oh.
Shoot, I said. Well, we've got the side extender off. The cab extender, sorry. And the nice thing is that protected the fire from going around the edge. Not much there for fiberglass, that's for sure. But I think I'm gonna give this thing a wash. Being very careful not to touch the burnt fiberglass at this moment, because I don't want it to all fall apart. But and I also pulled the sleeper extender, cab extender off on this side. I didn't take this off because I can't get into this storage compartment. I think it's locked, the handle, yeah. So I sprayed some WD-40 in there, or actually no, it was Deep Creep. That's what we put in there, Deep Creep. So we'll let that sit because maybe somebody locked it. Maybe there's something in there. They locked it and then somebody reefed on the handle, and I really don't want to have to pry it open. Actually, if I have to do anything, I'll just grind these rivets off for the handle, but then it means I need to buy a new handle. And those ones up there, I need to unbolt them from inside the sleeper. So I left the top one there, left this one there, and because I don't plan on running those when this thing is back together. And then we'll just have two nice, beautiful pipes going up the side. Yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna get busy and wash this thing. Oh, look at that. And just like that, it's clean. Smokey is cleanish. And I took, yeah, cab extender off. Looks a little goofy now, a little bit. And look at those wheels. They're all white now. Pressure washed out the frame a little bit. I still have some, black on the back of the cab. I think it's from the tarp they had on it. But I also ran out of spray 9. Spray 9 seemed to work really good for the soot, so it's interesting. I'm gonna have to get some more when I do the inside. But yeah, what do you think? I think it cleaned up pretty dang good. All in all, put the bumper back on because I have to store it somewhere anyways. So, but look at the burn. Doesn't look as bad. Fiberglass is bad. It's kind of funny because where the paint came off that aluminum there, it yeah, I blew all the flaky paint off, and that actually shined up, which is kind of interesting. But oh yeah, that was a big job, but she's looking good, looking real good. Yeah. But I'm pooped out, I tell ya, pooped right out. So next I'll have to gut the interior and work on that, and yeah, get it down to bare bones so I can well, take those top brackets off for the cab extenders and see what we can do with this fiberglass cap. But oh, and I broke the wiper off. I pulled the wiper back to wash behind it, and I guess it had some corrosion and swelling, so it broke right off. So that's not fantastic. I'm gonna have to try and get that nut off without breaking it off the motor. But yeah, what do you guys think? Leave me a note in the comments, and what do you think we should do with her? I think I should fix it, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think Smokey deserves to be fixed, but I think I want to move that fuel tank forward because I don't like the fuel tanks in the center like that. To me, it just looks goofy. Dad's concerned about weight on the front end, but in reality, I probably won't be able to afford to put fuel in it anyway. So I don't really want to move the battery box per se, but I don't know. I could put the batteries in the frame. Get the fuel tank right up under the door, so then that way we've got a bunch of frame. I'm gonna move those chain hangers too. Might take them right off. So depending on what I do for the back end, yeah, might take them right off. So, because I don't know that I plan on driving it in the winter. Not yet anyway. So anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. This is Smokey. Step 2 in a long row of steps. Wow, that's deep. Well, not really. It's a long, how does that go? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. So a little bit of dirt in your eye. Okay, guys, have a good night. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Cheers. I almost forgot to mention, I gotta go get the Duke, Mr. Duke Kaboom. So yeah, gonna get low and slow loaded up with all my tools again. We got another road trip. Road trip to Dawson. The good thing is this time, well, I don't know if it's good or not, but this time we can go up and come back in a day. But you know, the overnight trip was fun. But yeah, next one will be all in one day, which will be nice. So my yard is full. I got a truck there, I have a truck there, I got a truck there, I got a truck there. Oh, and I left the tractor out. Oh well, what do you do?